All right, YouTubers, I want to show you this item I purchased. It's a complete set of 4 genuine OEM GM trailering tire pressure sensors kit. You can see 84152501. I paid $137.09 for a set of 4 of them. If you buy these, make sure you get them with the right frequency. You can see these are 433 megahertz frequency, and they'll tell you the particular vehicle they'll work with. So make sure and match that up. These are genuine OEM. And I believe they're actually made by Schrader, because it says a Schrader Delta clamp-in aluminum valve stem. So they're pretty good setup. Now let me show you what I do with these. Now just to clarify too, the GM had 2 configurations on these, the 4Ts and 4T Plus. The first versions of these went to 102 PSI, and then they came out with 4T Plus versions later in, I think, 2024, and they went to 150 PSI. So you might look for the 4T or 4T Plus, depending on what PSI rating you need to cover. Now in my case, what I'm doing is I am installing these into my Freedom Express. I'm showing you a diagram of a Freedom Express trailer camper, and it's on a tandem axle. So I put each one of the TPMS systems in each tire on the trailer, and the 3500 HD, in which I'm connecting it with, will let me program for monitoring from the vehicle the pressure in those tires in the trailer. It's a pretty neat system, and pretty simple to config too. So, and you can see in the owner's manual or the manuals that the trailer tire pressure monitoring operation says, if equipped, the trailer tire pressure monitoring system is designed to monitor the pressure of the trailer tires and warn the driver when a low pressure condition exists. Sensors for 4 tires are provided. The system can accommodate a trailer with up to 6 tires if additional sensors are purchased from the dealer. It says also the system can be paired with up to 5 individual trailers. And prior to use, the vehicle must learn the sensors by following the learning process. See your owner's manual. And then you can see the process begins by having the pressure sensors installed inside the trailer tires, and that's what I've done. I've had all 4 of my tires, I've had the sensors installed. Okay, and directly from the manual, you can see that once the trailer TPMS is detected, it says touch the tire pressure monitoring icon to set up tire pressure monitoring. The trailer tire pressure sensors can transmit up to 23 feet from the hitch receiver. A trailer must be electrically connected to the vehicle before starting the sensor to vehicle learn process. So basically, you've installed your sensors into your trailer. You go to your menu systems to start the learn process. You must have the trailer connected. The power cord, the electrical cord, the trailer cord must be connected. And then after selecting start from the learn sensor screen, use the tool method or the manual method. Now I use the manual method, and it's gonna just walk you through a sequence. You're gonna tell it how many TPMS sensors you have on your trailer, how many tires basically. Mine is a tandem, and you're gonna walk through that learning process. It says each sensor has a maximum of 2 minutes to learn. After a sensor is learned, a check mark appears next to the tire. The vehicle horn sounds, the vehicle brake lamps flash, and all working trailer lamps flash. So what you're doing in that start menu is you're going to tell it how many tires you have, a tandem or single axle. Then you're going to tell it what PSI you want it to monitor. In my case, I set it for 60 PSI using a 192 RBS Coachman Freedom Express. And what I do is I aired each tire up to about 63 PSI to start. Because what you're going to do is you go around and you have this in learn mode, and you release a little pressure from each tire one at a time. The horn's going to sound to acknowledge that it's learned, and it'll enter a green check mark, and so then you'll move to the next tire. When you've completed all 4 of them, your horn will sound to show that the programming is complete. Now, your GM manual also tells you that you can use a tool method. You can buy a TPS tool if you prefer that method, but I did the manual process. It's pretty simple.